If you are a Canadian senior receiving OAS, CPP, GIS, or another government payment, there's one thing you should do before September 2026, and it could save you from a very stressful payment problem later. You do not need to panic, and there is no secret new Canadian law saying that seniors are going to lose their money from their bank accounts. But there is an important banking and direct deposit check that many seniors simply never think about. And with September payments coming up, this is the perfect time to make sure the bank information connected to your government benefits is still correct. Here is why this matters. Your OAS and CPP payments can be deposited directly into your Canadian bank account, and the Government of Canada allows eligible recipients to manage their direct deposit information. Service Canada now provides a way for OAS recipients to manage their payment destination through My Service Canada account, while CRA has its own direct deposit system for payments it administers. So the first thing I want you to do is very simple. Check where your government payments are going. If you have recently changed banks, switched accounts, closed an old account, changed your banking information, or opened a new account, do not assume that every government department automatically knows about the change. This is especially important because CRA itself says that it does not administer CPP or OAS, meaning direct deposit information. For those programs is handled separately. Imagine a senior named Robert. Robert has been receiving his OAS and CPP every month for years. He recently moved his everyday banking from one financial institution to another because the new bank offered him better services. He updated some information, but never checked whether his government payment destination was still correct. Everything looks fine for months, until suddenly a payment doesn't arrive where he expects it. Robert starts calling the bank, then Service Canada, then looking through old paperwork. The problem could have been avoided with a simple review. This is why I recommend that Canadian seniors make a September payment check part of their routine every year. You want to know which account receives your OAS and CPP, whether that account is still open, whether the account number is correct, and whether your personal information is up to date. And there is another reason September is worth paying attention to. According to the official Government of Canada payment calendar, the September 2026 CPP and OAS payment is scheduled for September 25, 2026. That means you have a very specific date to keep in mind. If your payment normally arrives by direct deposit, you should know which account it is supposed to appear in. Now, I want to make something very clear because this topic can easily become misleading on social media. There is not a general rule saying that every Canadian senior must open a new bank account before September 2026. You don't need to transfer your savings simply because someone online says there is a new senior bank rule. The important action is to verify your existing banking and payment information. For OAS recipients, Service Canada says you can sign up for direct deposit and, through My Service Canada account, manage your payment destination. Once a change is confirmed, the new banking information can appear under your payment details. This is especially useful if you recently changed financial institutions. Now, let's talk about CPP. CPP is another major monthly payment for Canadian seniors, and the same basic principle applies. Make sure your payment destination is correct. If you are receiving both CPP and OAS, don't assume that changing information with one government department automatically changes it everywhere. The Government of Canada specifically explains that CRA does not administer CPP or OAS. And this is where another common mistake happens. A senior changes their bank account and thinks, my bank will tell the government. Your bank may help with certain processes, but you should not rely on assumptions when it comes to an important retirement payment. Verify the information through the appropriate government service. Now let's move to CRA payments because this is slightly different. CRA says that if you have a Canadian bank account, you can sign up for direct deposit through your CRA account or through your Canadian bank or credit union. CRA also says that you can update direct deposit information through your CRA account, and after providing consent, the information can be updated by the next business day. But there is one sentence from CRA that seniors especially need to remember. If you change your bank account, do not close your old account immediately. CRA advises that you should wait until your first payment has been deposited into the new account before closing the old one. That is a small detail, but it can prevent a major headache. Let's say you receive a CRA-administered benefit or credit and you decide to change banks in September. You update your direct deposit, then immediately close your old account. If there is any delay or issue with the transition, you could spend days trying to figure out where the payment went. Keeping the old account open until the first successful deposit gives you an additional layer of protection. Now, if you are receiving GIS, there's another check you should make before September. GIS is not simply a payment that stays permanently fixed. The Government of Canada explains that GIS payments are recalculated each July based on the previous calendar year's net income, and the amount can increase, decrease, or stop depending on changes in annual income. That means September is also a good time to look at your benefit information and make sure you understand what you're receiving. If your income changed significantly, don't ignore it. Your OAS and GIS situation can depend on your income and other eligibility factors. For July through September 2026, for example, the official OAS information shows a maximum monthly OAS payment of $751.97 for people age 65 to 74 and $827.17 for people age 75 and over. The maximum GIS amount for a single senior receiving OAS is listed as $1,123.17 for that same quarter, subject to eligibility and income. But don't look at those numbers and assume everyone receives the maximum. Your actual payment depends on your circumstances. The point is simply that these are significant monthly amounts for many retirees, which is exactly why your payment destination deserves attention. There is also another important reason to review your information: fraud protection. If you receive an unexpected message claiming that you must urgently give someone your banking information to protect your CPP or OAS, stop before clicking anything. Government benefit information should be handled through official Government of Canada services. Never give your online banking password, security codes, or card PIN to someone who contacts you unexpectedly. A scammer might say, "Your September senior payment has been suspended. Confirm your bank account immediately." That kind of message can create panic. Instead of following the link in the message, go directly to the official Government of Canada website or your normal government account and verify the information yourself. And seniors should be especially careful with anyone claiming there is a secret new bank rule that requires you to pay a fee before your OAS or CPP can be released. Government retirement payments do not work that way. If someone is asking you to send money to unlock your benefit, treat that as a major warning sign. Now let's create a simple routine you can follow before September 25th. First, check your bank account and confirm that the account receiving your government payments is still active. Second, check your OAS and CPP payment information through the appropriate government service. Third, if you receive CRA-administered payments, check your CRA direct deposit information separately. Fourth, review your recent bank statements and make sure your normal payments are arriving as expected. Fifth, if you recently changed banks, don't close your old account until you have confirmed that the first payment has successfully reached the new account. CRA specifically recommends this approach for its direct deposit changes. Sixth, review your personal information. If you have moved, changed your banking arrangements, or had another important change, make sure the relevant government records are accurate. And seventh, if something doesn't look right, don't wait until after the payment date to investigate. There's one more thing I want every Canadian senior to understand. Your bank balance and your government benefit are two different things. Having money in your bank account does not automatically mean that your OAS or CPP will disappear. OAS is based on factors including age, residence history, and income, while GIS has additional income-based eligibility rules. So don't let dramatic headlines convince you that you need to withdraw all your money, move your savings, or close your account before September. Instead, take 5 or 10 minutes and check the basics. Where's your OAS going? Where's your CPP going? Where are your CRA payments going? Is your account still open? Did you recently change banks? Is your information correct? If the answers are clear, you have already done one of the most useful things you can do before the next payment. And remember, the official 2026 calendar lists September 25th, 2026 as the September CPP and OAS payment date. Put that date somewhere, you will remember it, especially if you normally monitor your deposits around the end of the month. The biggest lesson here is simple. Don't wait for a payment problem to discover that your banking information is outdated. Check it before the payment arrives. If everything is correct, you don't need to change anything. If something is wrong, you have time to fix it. And if someone sends you a frightening message about a new September bank rule, don't panic and don't click the link. Verify the information directly through the Government of Canada. Your retirement income is too important to leave to assumptions. So before September 2026 arrives, take a few minutes, check your bank and benefit information, protect your personal details, and make sure your monthly payments are going exactly where you expect them to go. Because sometimes the smartest thing you can do with your retirement money isn't making a big move. It's simply checking that everything is still working correctly.